A surprising number of men discover something after 60. The life they feared losing was costing them more than they realized. One pointless argument can ruin an entire evening. One tense dinner can stay in your head until morning. And that realization surprises many men more than living alone ever did. One relationship can leave you feeling more alone than an empty house ever could. This isn't about rejecting love. It's about noticing what becomes harder to replace with age. Peace, freedom, the ability to spend a day without unnecessary stress. Most people think living alone is the story. It isn't. The real story is what happens when your life finally becomes your own again. You stop missing what you thought you needed. The silence isn't what catches them off guard. The relief is. A man can spend decades believing he needs more company. Then one day he lives alone and discovers something unexpected. What he misses is not always the relationship. It's often the idea of the relationship, the companionship, the version that existed in his head, the good memories, the vacations, the laughter, the moments that felt safe. But what many men don't miss are the discussions that never ended, the moods they had to manage, the tension that slowly became normal, the feeling that their own home belonged to everyone except them. For some men, the biggest surprise isn't the empty chair. It's realizing they no longer feel tense when they hear a key turn in the door. That's when something clicks. Living alone isn't giving you more happiness. It's removing things that were quietly taking it away. And once you notice that difference, it's difficult to unsee it. Your life doesn't become smaller, it becomes lighter. And after 60, lighter often turns out to be better. Peace without constant adjustment. A peaceful day used to feel ordinary. After 60, it starts feeling expensive because you start noticing how easily it can be lost. You finish the conversation, but somehow it keeps sitting in the back of your mind while you're eating, driving, or trying to sleep. A man once said, "I'm not more difficult, I just run out of tolerance faster." You come home and nobody's upset with you. Nobody turns a quiet evening into a meeting. You sit down. And for the first time all day, nothing needs to be solved. No careful wording, no reading someone's mood, no wondering whether you've said the wrong thing. It's a bit like driving with the handbrake slightly on. The car still moves. You just burn more energy than necessary. Many men spend years trying to become calmer. Then one day they discover something uncomfortable. They were never the problem. The constant friction was. You don't always notice tension while you are living inside it. You notice it when it's finally gone. And suddenly you realize how much energy peace was giving back to you. You stop performing. One day a man told me something that stayed with me. The older I get, the less energy I have for pretending. At first, I thought he meant work. He didn't. He meant life. Laughing at jokes that aren't funny, agreeing with plans you don't want, saying you're fine when you're exhausted. For years, many men become whoever the situation needs them to be. Some men spend so long being who everyone depends on that they no longer know who they are when nobody needs them. Nobody expecting a version of you that only exists to keep the peace. One day you spend an entire afternoon alone. No role to play, no version of yourself to maintain. You eat what you want. Spend the afternoon how you want. Leave a thought unfinished without explaining it to anyone. Some men aren't exhausted by responsibility. They're exhausted by the gap between who they are and who they feel expected to be. And after 60, many men decide they would rather be alone than spend the years they have left pretending to be someone they're not. Your home finally belongs to you. One of the quietest freedoms many men discover after 60 has nothing to do with money. It's walking into your own home and realizing every decision belongs to you. The chair goes where you want it. The television stays on or stays off. Nobody rearranges it after you leave the room. Small things. Yet many men spend decades compromising on hundreds of small things every single week. What color to paint the wall? What belongs in the living room? What belongs in storage? Living alone changes that. You want a recliner facing the window? Put it there. You want shelves full of books? Fill them. You want it a little messy for a few days? Nobody is keeping score. Some men get a dog. Others turn a spare room into a workshop. Some simply create a place where they can finally hear themselves think. The point isn't the furniture. For the first time in years, your home stops being a negotiation. It becomes a reflection of the person living inside it. And after 60, that freedom often feels far more valuable than people expect. You stop feeling guilty for enjoying your life. One of the strangest things many men discover after 60 is how guilty they feel when nothing is wrong. The bills are paid, the responsibilities are handled, the family's doing fine. Yet the moment they do something purely for themselves, a small voice appears. Shouldn't you be doing something more useful? Many men spend so many years taking care of other people that they forget how to enjoy an afternoon without explaining it. They sit on the porch with a cup of coffee and feel guilty. Not because anyone criticized them, because some responsibilities leave the room long before they leave your mind. I once spent 3 weeks deciding whether to buy a fishing rod, because somewhere along the way, I had learned that spending money on myself needed a defense. Then I finally bought it. Weeks later, I realized I should have done it years ago. Living alone teaches an unexpected lesson. Not every hour has to be productive. Not every peaceful afternoon has to be earned. At some point, many men realize they have spent decades carrying their responsibilities. They do not need permission to enjoy what remains. And after 60, that realization feels less like indulgence and more like freedom. Time that actually belongs to you. Many men spend years protecting everyone else's schedule. Almost nobody protects theirs. The clock stays the same. What finally changes is who gets access to your day. For years, many days never really belonged to them. A simple afternoon could disappear into errands, obligations, last-minute requests, and problems that were never theirs to begin with. You look up at the clock. Somehow it's already evening. Living alone often changes that. You finish your coffee while it's still hot. You finish a book chapter without being interrupted 3 times. You start something and actually finish it. Small things. Yet many men haven't experienced that feeling in years. They spend so much time reacting that they forget what it feels like to move at their own pace. Then one day they notice something surprising. The day feels longer, not because they have more hours, because fewer hours are being taken from them. The world becomes quieter. The schedule becomes simpler. And for the first time in a long time, there is enough space between one thing and the next. After 60, many men stop wishing for more time. They start appreciating what happens when their time is no longer constantly interrupted. That isn't loneliness. It's finally having enough of your life left to enjoy it. You discover how capable you really are. Many men discover something surprising after 60. They are far more capable than they ever gave themselves credit for. For years, many daily responsibilities happened in the background. Then one day there is nobody else, and something unexpected happens. The house keeps running, not perfectly, but well enough. After months of adjusting to life on my own, I finally learned how to cook for myself. Then other things followed. I learned how to manage my finances, keep my life organized, and solve problems without immediately looking for help. Not because I suddenly became talented, because life finally gave those abilities a chance to appear. Seneca once wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." Many men spend decades underestimating themselves, not because they lack ability, because they never had a reason to use it. Living alone has a way of revealing strengths that stay hidden for years. You trust yourself more, not because someone teaches you, because experience does. And perhaps that is one of the unexpected rewards of living alone after 60. You stop seeing yourself as someone who needs constant support. and start seeing yourself as someone capable of building a good life with his own two hands. Limits that keep you steady. The word yes has probably cost you more good evenings than most mistakes you've ever made. The kind of request that steals 3 hours while pretending to need only 10 minutes. You say yes because you care about someone, then spend the evening resenting the fact that you did. Frank stopped replying to messages the moment they arrived. Almost nobody cared. Most people adapted within days. People usually respect the limits you actually keep, not the limits you constantly apologize for. Not tonight, maybe another day. The people who leave because you finally have boundaries were usually benefiting from the lack of them, and you get your evening back. After 60, that feels like a very good trade. You hear your own voice again. Many men can tell you exactly what everyone around them wants. Their wife, their children, their friends, their boss, so ask them what they want. Silence, not because they don't have an answer, because they have spent so many years adjusting to everyone else that they stopped listening to themselves. Sometimes the hardest part isn't the compromise. It's realizing how often you said yes simply because you didn't want to disappoint someone you cared about. One morning you realize an entire day passed without asking anyone what they thought about it. Some men spend more time defending a weekend trip than actually taking it, not because you're escaping people, because you finally hear your own voice again. Then one day a different question appears. Not what will people think, not what should I do, what do I actually want? Some men reach 60 before hearing their own voice clearly for the first time. It's forgetting you were allowed to choose in the first place. That's when living alone begins to feel different. Nobody gets the final vote in a life they aren't living. If this idea resonates with you, take a moment to like the video. And in the comments, tell us one decision you finally made for yourself. You move without approval. Antonio spent months debating whether to take that trip to Egypt he'd dreamed of for years. The trip lasted barely 2 weeks. One day he laughed and said, "I spent longer thinking about it than doing it." Some men delay small decisions so long that the opportunity gets tired of waiting. The graveyard of many dreams isn't failure, it's overthinking. Many men spend years waiting for the right moment because they don't want to create conflict. Then one day they realize the conflict never disappeared. Only the years did. Living alone often makes you quicker to act. At some point, action becomes less frightening than another year of hesitation. Because motivation has an expiration date, most people just don't notice it until it's gone. At some point, many men discover they don't need more confidence. They need fewer spectators. And once that happens, progress becomes much simpler. The day you realize nobody is coming. There is a moment many men experience after 60, the day you realize nobody is coming. Nobody is coming to fix your finances. Nobody is coming to repair your health. Nobody is coming to organize the life you've been postponing. At first, that realization feels heavy. Then something unexpected happens. It becomes liberating. Because the moment you stop waiting, you start moving. You stop waiting for motivation and start behaving like the person responsible. Because waiting no longer feels like a strategy. Epictetus once said, "No great thing is created suddenly." The moment you stop waiting for rescue, progress usually begins. Living alone teaches another lesson people rarely talk about. The same key that opens the door also locks it behind you. You decide how to spend your day. But you are also responsible for the consequences. If you ignore your health, nobody notices before you do. If you let problems grow, nobody quietly solves them in the background. If you need help, you must be willing to ask for it. Many men discover that living alone is not about doing everything by yourself. It's about taking ownership of what belongs to you. The strongest men I know still ask for help when they need it. The difference is that they no longer expect other people to carry responsibilities that are theirs. And strangely enough, That's where confidence begins, not when life becomes easier, when excuses become harder, not when someone rescues you. When you realize you can trust yourself, that's the day living alone stops feeling like an absence and starts feeling like ownership. What was the moment you realized nobody was coming? Many men remember that moment for the rest of their lives. You stop needing to be understood. Most misunderstandings survive every explanation. To explain, to justify, to be understood. For years, it feels important. Then something changes. You realize understanding is not something you can force. Some people will misunderstand you no matter how carefully you explain. Some people decided who you are years ago. Nothing you say will change their mind. Sometimes that person is someone you once loved deeply, and part of you still wishes they could see what you were trying to say. You type a long message explaining yourself, then delete it. You listen to relatives discuss your choices at a family gathering and decide not to argue. You put the phone down and go for a walk instead of preparing another defense. One day you stop defending yourself and notice life keeps moving anyway. A few weeks later, you realize something. Nothing collapsed. The world kept spinning anyway. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Many men spend years trying to control how others see them. Then one day they discover peace is much easier to control. That's when many men discover a freedom they never expected. Because after 60, being understood by everyone starts feeling less important. Understanding yourself becomes enough. And for many men, that's the moment life becomes quieter and larger at the same time. By now, you've probably noticed something. Living alone isn't really the story. Becoming yourself again is. Many men spend decades adapting to everyone around them. Then one day they discover something unexpected. Peace is easier to protect than to rebuild. And that's why living alone feels different after 60. Not because life becomes perfect, because life becomes yours. Even ordinary days start feeling valuable enough to protect. If you live alone, leave a comment and share one thing you've gained from it. Someone reading it may need that reminder today. And if this message spoke to you, like the video and subscribe to Move or Die Stoic. Because after 60, peace becomes too valuable to leave unprotected.